Alright, welcome back again to Chic. This next tutorial I'm doing is on how to do basic setup for a WordPress install. And I'm just going to cover a couple basic things. I'm going to cover where the themes are, the plugins are, how to initially set things up with settings, as well as updating and that kind of stuff. Later, we'll talk about more design, we'll talk about web security, that kind of stuff, but it's going to be on breakout sessions. I'll also do a tutorial on how to add posts and how to add pages, but again, that'll be another tutorial breakout session. For now, all I'm going to do is show you how to go into your WordPress setup and immediately start doing some of the basic admin stuff to get your WordPress install ready. So log on into your WordPress, and the first thing I do whenever I get into a fresh install of WordPress is, even before I do the please update me whatever, I initially go in and I get the plugins I want and make sure that plugins are turned off that I don't want. Some plugins, even the ones that your stuff comes with, cause errors. Look at that. It already caused an error. So we need to fix that. The first thing we can do that I suggest is get these guys off of here. So I'm going to deactivate that guy. Excuse me. So I'm going to deactivate this. I'm going to deactivate because I don't know these. I'm going to deactivate. Now I'm going to delete some. I don't like Hello Dolly. It comes with every WordPress install. I'm not going to use it. The rest of these I'm going to leave off. I'm going to delete those guys because I don't like that marketplace thing. It's always trying to sell stuff. Yes, delete these files. They're gone. So that's immediate. Second thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to update my WordPress. So let's update our WordPress. Go in here. Takes a second for this to come up. And I'm first going to update WordPress. I'm already good with that. Update now. You'll always want to do a backup file on your WordPress before you do it. I did not back up my database or anything because I actually have just done this install and I can always delete it and start over if there were an issue. For you, you want to do a backup first. So we're in the new WordPress. Thank you very much. I am done with that. And now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and make sure my basic updates are done for all of whatever plugins are in here and themes, because it comes standard with a certain number of plugins and themes. So select all, update plugins. And again, that dashboard and updates is where you always find your updates for your plugins. We're turning the plugins page. Just going to make sure they're all done. I'm going to update this guy. It didn't go through for some reason. So there's an update right there. It's updated. And now after doing that, I'm going to go back to dashboard and updates. And I'm going to go in and update this theme. So there's a theme in here that needs to be updated. I'm going to update that. That update's running. Turn to the theme page. Now I'm going to see what theme I want to use. I am going to leave it on 2016. And for now, because I'm not really worried about setting up the theme yet, I'll do that. Actually, let's pick out a theme, because you may want to. You can go in here to add themes. You can search themes right in here. Let's pick up something that's a little more like a store or something, a storefront. So I think this is going to be more storefront-like. So I'm going to install this coffee theme. I'm going to activate it. Okay, and now I'm going to visit site. And there's the new theme. It's already installed. That's pretty nice. There's a lot of stuff I'll have to do here to make it look right, but at least I'm there. So that's that. Now I'm going to go into some of the basic stuff I need to do immediately to get this thing running right. I need to go to settings and get all this basic stuff taken care of. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and make sure that everything's working right. Oh, the theme has an issue. So this is something to learn from. See this information up here? Something's going on with the theme. So I'm going to go back into themes. I'm going to choose a different theme that doesn't have issues. This one has problems. So let's go activate. So I chose a theme. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There's an issue here. So I'm going to go back to gutstoserve.com/wp-admin/ because there's this issue and I can't get around it. And I'm back into it. You just got to see what an error was like. This is great. I mean, I couldn't even plan this, guys. That was a bad theme, and it caused me to have to disable it and put a good theme on. Then all of a sudden there's this error when it was deactivated, so I had to go back to the main root domain, which is gutstoserve.com, and I'll type it here so you can see the main root domain, gutstoserve.com, and then I know something about WordPress install, so I know that I can get back to the admin area by going to wp-admin. If you ever have this problem, you can just do that and press enter. So literally it's your domain right here and then wp-admin, and it'll bring you back into the admin area, which is what I did after that was fixed. So now my theme is working. This is great. I couldn't have planned to have that error. So the theme is working. There's no errors, no weird code at the top. I can now go back down to the settings and get the basic settings set up. Inside of here, I'm going to want to initially change that tagline, GTS, get out there and serve. That's my tagline for my group, even though it's a fake group. There's an email to my partner company if you want to contact us and become one of our clients. I always leave this undone until I'm ready for people to register. I always put people as subscriber, not contributor, author, editor, because I don't want someone to come in and take over. You need to choose your time zone and then choose the date format you like. And then week starts on Monday, English, save changes. So we'll save changes. Now I'm going to go into writing. Excuse me. Inside of writing, I need to put in some few stuff. And you can put in a default category if you set up categories, but I haven't yet. And then I need to put my update services. I have a list of pinging services that I put in, and I might give you a link to that. I might share it through my blog or something so you can get it there. But I've been using it for years, and it's taken me a long time to figure out where these servers are, and I've made it myself. But I have a list of, like 100 different ones. When you put these into these update services, when you put a new post or page out, especially posts, it tells all these servers that you have new content, like Google or whatever, and they come back and they spider your site. That traffic raises your value. It also gives you a higher place with better content in search engines, and it really helps you. So you need to fill these out with update services, and if you don't have them, you need to find out where to get some. And again, I'll put something later in the description to help you guys get a good list of update services to use. Save changes. So once you put those in there, save changes. Then reading, you want to put in here. I'm going to put front page does a static page. I haven't picked one, so I'll put sample page. And then post page will need to be something else. I'll put a sample page for right now, but later it'll be home. And then when I build another page, I'll make it blog. So again, go see my other video on setting up pages. And then you can come back here and change this to whatever you want. If you want it to just be a blog, you can do this, but I usually set mine up as websites. And then you save changes. I didn't change any of this. Discussion. This is really important stuff. I leave this stuff on here. I close content on comments that are old. I usually give it like 180 days, like half a year. I always make users register and log in to comment. I make them give an email and a name. The registration I have to approve, so that really locks people down on comments. I don't want to be emailed when people do this, but you might want to be. So when people comment, you're going to be emailed if you leave this checked. I don't want to be. Whenever something's held for moderation, I don't want to be. I just come back and check them on. And then before a comment appears, comment must be manually approved. I always put this. Comment author must have a previously approved comment. I always put that. You can put how many links you want to allow. I don't like links and comments, so I put 0. You could put words in for comment blacklist. You could put every cuss word you want. I would say I always put in a list. So put those in here, fill those out. I'm not going to type those on here because I hate even typing them in front of folks. You can leave avatars or show avatars. I don't show avatars. And then I save changes. All right, once that's done, let's go into media. Media looks good. I'm going to leave it. Permalinks. I like to change my permalinks. So I'm going to change them based on month and name. That's the way I want to do it for this one. You can choose different ways, and you can always change it later. Save changes. And I am now done with the basic settings for my WordPress website. If you want to find out more about setting up a theme or setting up your posts, your pages, and that kind of stuff, or even what plugins to use or security, keep watching my tutorials and find out more there. Again, this is Nerd Chic. This is Dustin Hedrick. Have a great day. Have fun on WordPress.